What's up, YouTube? hotrod280 here, and today I'm bringing you guys an OU match versus hotrod280. Now, before we begin the battle, I have a little thing to say. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry about the 50 sub special. That is coming next. It's just very hard to do it with a certain Pokemon I chose it to do with. Yes, spoiler, it is a Pokemon sweep. And yeah, but it's just really hard, especially if I'm battling a very good player or a decent player. Yeah, so maybe I have to go on Cerebi to battle, those kind of people, if you guys know what I mean. But, yeah, so as a makeup, I decided to bring you guys this very, very, very good OU match. And, yeah, so let's look at the teams. Today I have a Sun team, as my opponent is running, a cool Rain team. So, let's go ahead and get on with this match. So, I lead off with Fortress for some random reason. I don't know why, because he has a lot of checks. Maybe Virizion, but why would he lead off with Virizion? So, that is a very bad lead on my part, as he leads off with Politoed. He wants to win that weather war, like, right away. So, as you can see, I decided, I do not want to risk on the burn damage, or the fact that he could be Specs, or freaking Scarfed. So, I'm going to get out of here, seeing that I'm not specially defensive, and then bring in my specially defensive Ninetales, and I'm going to take the Scald very nicely. So, yeah, that is all good. Now, here, I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp, predicting a switch into something. Because I don't see him staying in. Maybe he could Toxic me, but that's it. And that's all he can do. So, you know what? I don't really mind burning this Politoed. And I don't really mind the fact that my Ninetales is poisoned. So, all in all, it's all pretty good. So here, I'm going to go for Will-O-Wisp again, because he really can't touch me at all. He could probably Scald me, but it really won't be doing that much. So, yeah, I'm going to Will-O-Wisp again, but he's just going to stay in, go for an Encore, which is kind of frustrating, my predictions aren't working right now, but it's all good, it's all good. Yeah, so burn damage is kind of doing, a very good and hefty amount on that Politoed. What am I talking about? Burn damage does the same damage as always. Damn, I'm so dumb. So, I'm going to bring in my Venusaur here, just because I want to, preserve my Ninetales, obviously, and he's gonna bring in Jirachi. So I'm gonna go for a Sleep Powder, which is awesome because I don't have to worry about this Jirachi setting up rocks, which is just like, yes. So yeah, I'm gonna switch out because I really can't touch this Jirachi at all. I could Earthquake it, but then again, he can bring in something to counter my Venusaur, as in Politoed to cancel my Chlorophyll. And I'm gonna bring in Fortress again, just because, just in case he wakes up, sets up his rocks, and I can just spin him. And the fact that I wall Jirachi too, so yeah. And he's gonna bring in Politoed, and that's fine. I'm gonna get out of here, but he's gonna make a double switch here and bring in Latios, as I'm actually gonna stay in here and go for a rock. Sorry, I lied back there. And you know what? I don't even care about this damn Fortress here. So he's gonna trick me, which is cool because I went for Gyro Ball just in case he did trick me, which is awesome because I'm gonna do some little damage to this Latios before I die. And yeah, so as you can see, this Gyro Ball doesn't really do that much, but I'm happy with this amount. And I'm just gonna switch out, switch out again, and bring in my Venusaur, because I know he's gonna Surf, because that's his best move to hit me with. And as you see, I take this Surf quite reasonably well. And yeah, so now here, I'm gonna scout to see if he has Psyshock or any Psychic move, and I'm bringing Fortress here. No, just a scout. And turns out he does have Psyshock, which is good information for me. And yeah, so now I believe I either set up Layer Spikes or I Volt Switch. Oh, okay, no, I believe I Gyro Ball again to get some damage off. Let's see here. Sorry guys, I don't remember this battle. It's quite a while ago. Oh, I stay in, go for a Gyro Ball, which is cool. Get some damage off, but he did receive my leftovers back there, and he's gaining some nice damage. I mean, gaining some HP. Wow, I'm not in the mood for narrating. So he's gonna take me out to serve. That's fine because I was just sacking this fortress anyways, and I'm gonna get a free switch into my Ninetales. And yeah, so now I believe I go for a Willows or pull a double switch off here. Yeah, so he's gonna switch out and bring in Politoed as I was predicting. You know, because that is the obvious switch. And I'm just, wow, I don't remember this battle at all. Okay, I go for Protect. Yeah, this scout what he's gonna do. Maybe if he had Draco Meteor or Dragon Pulse, you know, you never know. And yeah, so, and now, wow, this battle is going very slow. I really should speed this up, but it takes too it takes too long. And, right here, I predict him to go into Toxicroak, predicting my Venusaur. Either that, or I was predicting, his Virizion, which is just awesome, because if you ever get that feeling that you predict, you do a move, and, you know, you're waiting for him to make a move, and he does that move that you predicted him to do, and you're just like, yes, all that excitement, all that rush, all that happiness, and that's what was going on in my mind, and that was just excellent. Very nice prediction on my part right there, because if I didn't burn this Toxicroak would have been very annoying to my team. Yes, I do have my Skarmory, but you know, he could bulk up before I whirlwind him out. And here I predicted him to switch out because he really can't touch me. He's burned, and I can take his moves all day. So I'm gonna go for spikes here, but he's just gonna set up a bulk up. I guess he was predicting that. So you know what? It's fine. And yeah. Anyways, now I'm gonna go for a whirlwind because I don't want this thing setting up any more bulk ups and getting him back into neutral. So here he's gonna predict my whirlwind like a boss and go for a drain punch, which is excellent for him. But I'm gonna go for a whirlwind now, get rid of his stat changes, get rid of his sub, and get that Toxicroak out of here. So I'm gonna whirl him out and do the best thing possible, which is his Virizion. Just like, yes, thank you, Skarmory, I love you. And yeah, so now here I'm gonna go for a Roost just to scout if he's special or physical, and that's why I went for Roost here. And yeah, that's why I was kind of weird. But you know what, that was alright because he's just going to switch out into his Jirachi anyways. And now I'm going to go for a Whirlwind here because I don't want this Jirachi waking up and setting up rocks. Yeah, I know he does get that first turn wake, but he already used it when he switched out. So yeah, I'm going to go for a Whirlwind here, you know, get that Jirachi out of here. And he's going to, you know, whirl him out into a Azumarill, which is fine, it's fine. I really don't care because I know I can definitely take rain boosted waterfall to the face and rolled him out into something. And yeah, so as you can see, he's gonna go for a waterfall here. I take that like a monster and go for a whirlwind to get him out of here. And I'm gonna roll him out into Latios, which is alright. You know, I really didn't want him to roll him out into Latios, but it's alright, I guess. And now I believe I'm going to switch out of here because I want to preserve my Skarmory for later. And I'm going to bring in my Ninetales to get up the sun and see what he is going to do. So, yeah, sorry I had to swallow there. Well, that sounded wrong. No. And yeah, so he's going to go for Surf. That's not going to do anything because he got rid of his specs. And it is reduced. So that's cool. Now, I believe I am going to go for a Willow here. I'm not so sure. I double switch here. Bring in my Venusaur, predicting his Politoed switch in. But he's actually just going to go for a, Draco Meteor. And it's fine because, you know what? I get a free switch into Mamoswine either way, so that's all good. Now, I'm going to bring in Mamoswine, like I said, and now I can just start wrecking shit, because Mamoswine is very powerful. Trust me, Adamant is just very powerful. Adamant boosted Ice Shard. It's not boosted, but it's Adamant Ice Shard. Does a very monstrous amount. And here I'm going to predict him to go into Politoed or Azumarill. And I'm going to go for an EQ here. And I kind of was catching on to his plan. If he switched into his Azumarill, he could have lived that EQ, break my Sash with an Aqua Jet. And if that Sash did a lot, I mean, wow, what am I talking about? If that Aqua Jet brought me down to my Sash, he could have knocked me out with a Sucker Punch from his Toxicroak, which I didn't want to do. So, you know what? I have a plan here. I'm going to bring in my Ninetales to get back up the sun. And if you know, to reduce Aqua Jet's amount, because I know he's Choice Banded. So, if he goes for Aqua Jet, he's locked into Aqua Jet. So, and as you can see here, I live this Aqua Jet, and that's awesome news because I have no defensive EVs at all. And yeah, so I live that Aqua Jet, and I'm gonna live that poison damage anyways, but it doesn't even matter because he's gonna take me out with another Aqua Jet. So now just bring in Mamoswine freely, knowing that an Aqua Jet will not bring me down to my Sash, and I can just take him out with an Earthquake, which is just awesome because I get off a little mini Mamoswine sweep here. So as you can see here, he goes for an Aqua Jet. I know I can definitely take that and just kill him off with an Earthquake. So yeah. And also, sorry guys, I know this isn't my best narration, just because I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. It's pretty hot here, and yeah. So here he's gonna bring Latios, and this goes to show you the power of Mamoswine, because as you can see, my girlfriend Adamant Ice Shard, Stab, super effective. I know Latios does have some decent defense stat, but as you can see, this Ice Shard takes him out, which is like, holy crap. Damn, Mamoswine, you aren't playing games. And here too, he's bringing Virizion, and this, oh my god, this power, the power of Mamoswine, this Ice Shard is gonna take him out clean. Well, this is an Oko, but you know, this Ice Shard, damn Mamoswine, you're too powerful. And yeah, so now all he has left is his Toxicroak and his Drochi, which will die to an EQ. So here he decides to run, which is excellent. So rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my 50 sub special. And like I said, I'm sorry for this horrible narration. I'm just feeling under the weather. But thanks for watching, guys, and I am out of here.